Welcome to English for Beginners. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel, English for Beginners. If you are ready to start learning English in a fun, magical way, you are in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new adventure, story, or lesson. Today, we begin our journey with a very special story, a story about discovering the world of English words. Are you ready? Let's go! On a street corner in a busy city, there was a little girl with big dreams. Her name was Ellie, and she loved to watch the world go by as she sat on a nearby bench. One day, while sipping hot chocolate from a paper cup, Ellie watched a man sitting down on the bench next to her. He was old with twinkling eyes and a kind smile. Ellie wondered who he was and where he was from. Then he turned to her and said in a friendly voice, "Hello, beautiful day, isn't it?" Ellie blushed. "Oh yes, it's beautiful. Nice to meet you," she replied. The man chuckled. "I'm George." "And you are?" "Ellie," she answered. George smiled. "Well, Ellie, you are sitting in the perfect spot to learn about the world." "How?" she asked, puzzled. "With words," he said, taking a sip of his cocoa. "Words are like seeds. When you plant them, they grow into stories. And this bench is the best spot to plant words and listen to stories from all over the world." Ellie thought for a moment. "So does that mean I can travel without moving from this bench?" "Exactly," said George with a wink. "All you need are words and a good listener." Ellie felt excited. "Can you teach me?" George beamed. "Of course, my dear Ellie. Let's start with the basics. Can you say hello?" "Hello," Ellie repeated. "Good. Now let's try this phrase. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you," she said with a smile. George clapped his hands. "Well done. Remember that phrase? We use it when we meet someone new and want to be friendly." Ellie nodded. "Yes, I understand." "Good," said George. "Now, how would you ask someone for their name?" Ellie thought for a moment. What's your name?" she asked tentatively. George laughed. "That's correct. And what if someone asks you for your name? What do you say?" "My name is Ellie Bagan." "That's right. My name is George filled in the blank. And if you want to know someone's name, you can ask by saying," he paused for dramatic effect, "What's your name?" "What's your name?" Ellie repeated. George smiled. "Perfect. It's easy to learn new words when you repeat them." Ellie couldn't help but giggle. She felt a sense of accomplishment already. "Thank you, George," she said sincerely. George leaned closer. "Now, I have a surprise for you. This bench is magical. If you sit on it and repeat new words, they will stick in your mind like glue." Ellie's eyes widened in surprise. "Wow, really? Can I try?" "Of course," said George with a mischievous grin. "Why don't we try some more words? Let's start with goodbye. When you're leaving, you can say goodbye." "Goodbye," Ellie repeated. "Lovely. And when someone says goodbye, you can reply with goodbye," she said. "Precisely. Well done. So when you want to tell someone you're leaving, you say goodbye. And when someone else says goodbye, you simply reply with goodbye." Ellie was having fun. "Okay, let's try another one. How about thank you?" "How do you say thank you?" Ellie thought for a moment. Thank you?" she ventured. "That's absolutely right. thank you. And when someone thanks you, you can say, George prompted. You're welcome, Ellie said confidently. That's correct. We use thank you when we want to express gratitude, and you re-welcome when someone thanks you. I want to keep learning more words, Ellie exclaimed. Me too, said George. Then let's continue. How about, please? How would you ask for something nicely? Ellie pondered for a moment. Please? She offered tentatively. That's exactly right. We use please when we're asking for something. And what if someone asks us for a favor? How do we respond? Ellie asked curiously. In that case, George replied, you can say you're welcome. You're welcome, Ellie echoed. Well done. That's another phrase you can add to your growing vocabulary. George winked. Don't worry, he said, sensing Ellie's slight confusion. You'll get the hang of it. These words are like building blocks. Once you start, it's like one word leads to another and soon you'll be chatting away in no time. Ellie smiled. You're right, George. I feel like I've learned so many words already. George chuckled. There's more time for learning, my dear Ellie. We can continue tomorrow if you like. I would love that, Ellie said, her eyes shining with excitement. Then it's settled, said George. Tomorrow, same time, same bench. I'll see you then. See you tomorrow, George, Ellie replied, waving goodbye. As Ellie watched George leave, she couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation for their next meeting. She couldn't wait to learn more words and stories from this wise old man on the magical bench. Ellie stood up, stretched out her arms, and took a deep breath. She looked around, realizing that the entire world was filled with stories waiting to be discovered. With a newfound determination, Ellie promised herself that she would keep learning new words and exploring the world. She knew that with each word she learned, she was opening up new possibilities and adventures. Ellie skipped all the way home, humming a happy tune. She couldn't wait to share all the words and stories she had learned with her family and friends. As she drifted off to sleep that night, Ellie dreamed of faraway lands and exciting adventures. She imagined herself chatting easily with people from all over the world, sharing stories and laughter, and with every dream, her confidence grew. The next day, Ellie woke up feeling refreshed and eager to start learning more words. She couldn't wait to meet George again on their magical bench and discover more stories from around the globe. As Ellie skipped toward the bench, she couldn't help but smile. She realized that learning new words wasn't just about expanding her vocabulary. It was about opening up a world of possibilities. With each word she learned, she was connecting with others, sharing stories, and creating lifelong memories. And as she sat down on the bench, ready to learn more from the wise old man, Ellie knew that her journey of discovery had just begun. Thank you for joining us today on English for Beginners. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories and English adventures. Next time, Ellie will meet new friends and learn about describing things and places. See you in the next adventure. Bye. Story 2, Meeting New Friends, Talking about Family and Home. Welcome back to English for Beginners. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe for more fun stories and easy English lessons every week. Are you ready for the next adventure with Leo, Emma, and their animal friends? Let's begin. The next morning, Leo and Emma woke up feeling excited. The tiny golden key and their word adventure books were waiting for them. After breakfast, they hurried to the garden. There, as if by magic, the small wooden door appeared again. glowing softly. Momo the cat was already waiting, purring and curling its tail around Emma's leg. Emma laughed. "Are you coming with us?" Momo the cat. Momo the cat meowed as if to say yes. Leo put the golden key in the lock. The door opened, and once again, they stepped into the bright and magical world of words. This time, the landscape was different. They stood in a cozy village square filled with colorful houses. In the center was a big tree with books and letters hanging from its branches. Professor Bluewing the bird fluttered down from the tree. "Hello again, Leo and Emma. Today you'll learn how to talk about your family and your home. These words will help you share your story and make even more friends." Fiona Fox, the fox, arrived, carrying a basket filled with cards. "Let's begin with family," she said. She handed Leo and Emma each a card. Leo's card showed a family, 2 parents, 2 children, and a cat. Emma's card had a family with a dog and a baby. Fiona Fox, the fox, explained. "In English, we say family for all the people you love and live with. Let's say it together. Family, family." Leo and Emma repeated. Benny Bunny the rabbit hopped over, holding a tiny flag. "In my family, I have my mother, my father, and 3 brothers," he said. "My mother is kind, my father is strong, and my brothers are always playing tricks." Emma giggled and wrote in her notebook, "Family, mother, father, brother, sister." Professor Bluewing the bird added, "Don't forget grandmother and grandfather. In English, we call them grandparents." Leo wrote, "Grandmother, grandfather, parents, children." Suddenly, Max the dog ran up, wagging his tail. "Woof! I live with my family in a little house near the river. I have 2 puppies and a best friend, Tom the squirrel." Tom the squirrel appeared, carrying a nut. "My family lives in the tall oak tree. I have a big sister and a baby brother." Emma asked, "How do you ask about someone's family in English?" Fiona Fox, the fox, smiled. "You can say, 'How many people are in your family?' Who do you live with? Do you have any brothers or sisters?" Leo practiced. "There are 4 people in my family: my mother, my father, my sister Emma, and me. We also have Momo the cat." Emma said, "I live with my parents, my brother Leo, and Momo the cat. My grandmother lives nearby." Professor Bluewing the bird led them down a path lined with tiny houses. "Now let's talk about home," he said. Benny Bunny the rabbit pointed to a house with a red roof and a big window. "In English, we say house for the building and home for the place where you feel safe and happy." They learned more words. House, home, room, kitchen, bedroom, living room, bathroom, garden. Fiona Fox, the fox, showed them her den, cozy with books, cushions, and pictures. "In my home, I have a kitchen for cooking, a bedroom for sleeping, and a living room for reading stories." Emma asked, "How do I say what is in my house?" Fiona Fox, the fox, replied, "You can say, 'In my house, there is a kitchen, a bedroom, and a garden,' or 'My favorite room is the living room because I read there.'" Max, the dog, barked. "In my house, there is a big bed and lots of toys." "Tom," the squirrel said, "I sleep in the highest room of the tree." Leo wrote example sentences in his notebook. "In my house, there are 3 rooms. My favorite room is my bedroom. There is a garden in front of my house." Benny Bunny, the rabbit, suggested, "Let's play a game. I will say a room, and you tell me what you do there." Benny Bunny, the rabbit, Kitchen. Emma, I cook with my mother in the kitchen. Benny, Bunny, the rabbit. Bedroom. Leo, I sleep and read books in my bedroom. Benny, Bunny, the rabbit. Garden. Emma, I play with Momo, the cat in the garden. Professor Bluing the bird smiled. Now you can describe your home and your family in English. This is a big step. As the sun began to set, Fiona Fox, the fox, handed Leo and Emma a little model house to remember the lesson. Every home is special, she said. And every family is different and wonderful. Professor Bluing the bird gathered everyone in the square. Today you learned to talk about family and home. Tomorrow you'll discover how to talk about your favorite things: food, clothes, and the things you love. The magical door appeared again, glowing in the distance. Max the dog barked goodbye. Tom, the squirrel, waved. Benny Bunny, the rabbit, hopped in a circle, and Fiona Fox, the fox, smiled warmly. Leo and Emma stepped through the door with Momo the cat and found themselves back in their own garden. Emma hugged Momo the cat. I love our family, she said in English. Leo nodded. And our home, too. Thank you for joining us on English for Beginners. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories and English adventures. In our next story, Leo and Emma will learn about food, shopping, and describing their favorite things. See you soon in the next adventure. Welcome back to English for Beginners. If you're enjoying these stories with Leo, Emma, and their animal friends, don't forget to subscribe for more fun adventures and easy English lessons every week. Leo and Emma are going on a new adventure in the world of words. Are you ready? Let's begin. Leo and Emma woke up early, eager for their next magical journey. The Golden Key and their word adventure books were ready. After a quick breakfast, they hurried to the garden where the little door was already shining in the morning sun. Momo the cat waited for them, tail twitching with excitement. Ready? Momo the cat, Emma giggled. Momo the cat purred in answer. Leo turned the key, and the door swung open to reveal a lively marketplace full of colorful stalls, busy animals, and delicious smells. The air was filled with laughter, and English words floated everywhere. Apple, bread, cheese, milk, orange. Professor Bluing the bird flew down to greet them. Welcome, Leo and Emma. Today you will learn to talk about food, shopping, and your favorite things. Benny, Bunny, the rabbit hopped over with a shopping bag. Let's go shopping together. Benny Bunny, the rabbit said. He handed Emma a little basket and Leo a notepad. They walked up to a fruit stall where Max the dog was selling apples. Good morning. Max the dog barked. Would you like an apple? Emma smiled. Yes, please. I would like 2 apples. Max the dog wagged his tail and gave her 2 shiny apples. Emma said, Thank you, Max the dog. Max the dog replied, You're welcome. Leo wrote down the new words in his notebook. Apple, bread, cheese, orange milk, please asterisk, thank you at the next stall. Tom the squirrel offered a basket of fresh bread. Would you like some bread? Tom the squirrel asked. Leo nodded. Yes, please. How much is it? Tom the squirrel answered, It's 1 coin for a loaf of bread. Leo handed him a coin and received the bread. Thank you, Tom the squirrel, Leo said. Professor Blue and the bird taught them a new question. If you want to know the price, say, how much is it? If you want to ask for something, say, can I have... Emma practiced. Can I have some cheese, please? A small mouse handed her a piece of cheese. I love cheese, Emma said. Benny Bunny the rabbit hopped from stall to stall. My favorite food is carrot cake, Benny Bunny the rabbit announced. Leo said, I like apples best. Emma said, my favorite drink is milk. Fiona Fox the fox appeared wearing a bright apron. Hello, everyone. In my kitchen, I make lots of delicious food. Do you want to help me make a sandwich? Leo and Emma cheered. Yes, please. Fiona Fox, the fox showed them the ingredients and said the names in English: bread, cheese, tomato, lettuce, asterisk chicken together. They made sandwiches and learned how to talk about what they liked. I like cheese and tomato. I don't like chicken. My favorite sandwich is bread, cheese, and lettuce. Professor Blueing the Bird explained, if you want to ask someone about their favorite, say, what is your favorite food? What do you like to eat? Do you like? Emma asked, what is your favorite food? Fiona Fox, the fox. Fiona Fox, the fox replied, I love strawberry jam. After lunch, everyone gathered at the clothes stall where Lily the duck sold hats and scarves. Lily the duck quacked, would you like to try a hat? Emma put on a yellow hat. I like this hat. Leo picked a blue scarf. This is my favorite color. Tom, the squirrel said, if you want to buy something, say, I would like this one, please. Emma practiced. I would like this dress, please. Lily the duck handed her a tiny dress for her doll. Leo wrote more new words. Hat, scarf, dress, shirt, shoes, asterisk, color at the end of the day. Professor Blueing the Bird gathered all the friends together. You learned how to talk about food, shopping, and your favorite things in English. You can now ask for what you want, thank people politely, and share what you like. Benny Bunny the rabbit handed them each a shopping bag full of treats. You did a great job. Benny Bunny the rabbit said, next time you'll learn about time, days of the week, and your daily routine. The magical door appeared once more. Leo, Emma, and Momo, the cat, waved goodbye to their friends in the marketplace. Back in their own garden, Leo and Emma showed their family everything they bought. Emma said, can I have some milk, please? Her mother smiled. Of course, your English is getting better every day. Leo looked at Emma and Momo, the cat, and whispered, I can't wait for our next adventure. Asterisk, thank you for joining us on English for Beginners. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories, words, and fun adventures. In our next story, Leo and Emma will learn about telling time, days of the week, and daily routines. See you soon in the next adventure. Story 4. Time for adventure. Days, time, and daily routines. Welcome back to English for Beginners. If you're enjoying these adventures with Leo, Emma, and their animal friends, don't forget to subscribe for more stories and easy English lessons every week. Today, Leo and Emma are about to learn how to talk about time, days, and their daily routines. Are you ready? Let's begin. It was a cloudy morning, but Leo and Emma were excited for another adventure. After breakfast, they grabbed the golden key, their word adventure books, and hurried to the garden. Momo, the cat, followed, chasing a butterfly. The magical door was waiting for them, with tiny drawings of clocks, calendars, and suns and moons on its wood. Leo turned the key, and they stepped into the world of words again. This time, they found themselves in a lively village square with a big clock tower, bells ringing gently in the breeze. Professor Bluing the bird was waiting for them, perched on the clock's hand. Welcome back, Leo and Emma. Today, you'll learn how to tell the time, say the days of the week, and talk about what you do every day. Fiona Fox the fox met them with a colorful chart of clocks and days. Let's start with the time. Fiona Fox the fox said she pointed to the clock tower. When the little hand is on 7 and the big hand is on 12, it's 7 o'clock. Emma repeated, 7 o'clock. Leo tried, it's 8 o'clock. It's 9:30. It's 9:45. Benny Bunny, the rabbit, bounced over with a watch on his paw. My favorite time is lunchtime. Benny Bunny, the rabbit, laughed. Professor Bluing the bird gave them a song to help remember. 7 o'clock. Wake up, 8 o'clock. Eat breakfast, 12 o'clock. Lunchtime, 3 o'clock. Go home, 9 o'clock. Go to bed next. Fiona Fox the fox showed them a calendar. Let's learn the days of the week, she said. They all repeated together. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Benny Bunny the rabbit asked, "What's your favorite day?" Emma answered, "I like Saturday because we play games." Leo said, "My favorite day is Sunday. We go to the park." Tom the squirrel ran by with a tiny planner. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yesterday was Monday. Emma wrote new words in her notebook. Today, tomorrow, yesterday, morning, afternoon, evening, night. Max the dog trotted up. I go for a walk every morning at 8 o'clock. Max, the dog said. I take a nap in the afternoon and play fetch in the evening. Professor Bluing the bird smiled. Now let's talk about your daily routine. What do you do every day? Leo said, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, and go to school. Emma said, I come home at 3 o'clock. I do my homework, play with Momo the cat, eat dinner, and go to bed at 9 o'clock. Fiona Fox, the fox, encouraged them to use new words. Wake up, get up, wash, brush, eat, drink, go to school, do homework, play, read, sleep, go to bed. Professor Bluing the bird taught them some helpful phrases. I always eat breakfast in the morning. I sometimes read before bed. I usually play with Momo the cat in the afternoon. I never forget to brush my teeth. Benny Bunny the rabbit suggested a fun routine game. I'll say a time, and you tell me what you do. Benny Bunny the rabbit, 8 o'clock. Emma, I go to school. Benny Bunny the rabbit, 12 o'clock. Leo, I eat lunch. Benny Bunny the rabbit, 9 o'clock at night. Emma, I go to bed. The big clock tower chimed. Professor Bluing the bird gathered everyone together. Today, you learned to talk about time, days of the week, and your daily routines in English. Well done. You can now tell friends what you do every day. Ask about their routines and plan your week in English. Fiona Fox, the fox, gave Leo and Emma a little clock each to help them practice at home. As the magical door appeared once more, all the friends waved goodbye. Max the dog barked. Tom the squirrel waved his planner. Benny Bunny the rabbit bounced with his watch, and Fiona Fox the fox smiled warmly. Back in their own garden, Leo and Emma shared their routines with their parents in English. Emma said, My favorite day is Saturday. I play with Momo the cat. Leo added, I always read before bed. Their parents smiled. You're getting better every day. Thank you for learning with us at English for Beginners. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories and English lessons. In our next story, Leo and Emma will visit the park and learn to talk about hobbies, sports, and the things they love to do. See you next time. Story 5, Fun and Hobbies. Talking about what you love. Welcome back to English for Beginners. If you're enjoying these stories with Leo, Emma, and their animal friends, don't forget to subscribe for more stories and English adventures every week. Today, Leo and Emma are going to the park in the world of words to learn how to talk about hobbies, sports, and favorite things to do. Are you ready? Let's begin. Leo and Emma woke up to a beautiful, sunny morning. After breakfast, they grabbed the golden key, their word adventure books, and hurried to the garden. Momo the cat was already there, playing with a ball of yarn. The magical door opened, and the friends stepped into a bright, lively park. The sky was blue, birds were singing, and everywhere animals and people were playing, painting, and enjoying the day. Professor Bluing the bird was flying a kite. Welcome back. Today you'll learn how to talk about what you like to do your hobbies and sports. Benny Bunny the rabbit bounced over with a soccer ball. My hobby is playing football, Benny Bunny the rabbit announced. I also like to jump rope and draw pictures. Fiona Fox the fox was painting at an easel. My favorite hobby is painting, Fiona Fox, the fox said. I also enjoy reading and playing chess. Tom the squirrel zipped past on a skateboard. I love skateboarding and cycling, Tom the squirrel shouted. Max the dog chased a frisbee and barked. I like playing fetch and running in the park. Emma wrote in her notebook, play football, paint, read, play chess, draw, jump rope, skateboard, cycle, play fetch, run, Professor Bluing, the bird explained. A hobby is something you like to do in your free time. You can say, my hobby is, or I like to. Leo tried. My hobby is playing football. I also like reading books. Emma said, my favorite hobby is drawing. I like to dance and listen to music, too. Fiona Fox the fox smiled. You can also ask, what is your hobby? Or what do you like to do? Benny Bunny the rabbit bounced and asked, what is your favorite sport? Max the dog wagged his tail. I love football and swimming. Tom the squirrel skated by. I like basketball and cycling. Emma and Leo learned more words. Football, basketball, swimming, cycling, dancing, listening to music, singing, playing guitar, playing piano, running, Professor Bluing the bird added. If you want to say how often you do something, use these words. Always, usually, sometimes, never. Emma practiced. I always draw after school. I usually play with Momo the cat in the afternoon. I sometimes go swimming on Saturday. I never play chess in the morning. Benny Bunny the rabbit suggested, let's play a hobby game. I will say an activity, and you tell me if you like it. Benny Bunny the rabbit. Do you like swimming? Leo. Yes, I like swimming. Benny Bunny the rabbit. Do you like dancing? Emma. Yes, I love dancing. Benny Bunny the rabbit. Do you like playing chess? Emma. No, I don't like playing chess, but I like drawing. Professor Bluing the bird gathered everyone for a picnic. You have learned to talk about hobbies, sports, and the things you love to do. These words help you make friends and share your favorite activities. Fiona Fox, the fox, handed Leo and Emma colorful stickers for their notebooks, a football, a paintbrush, a book, and a music note. As the sun began to set, all the friends played one last game together. Max the dog barked happily. Tom the squirrel spun his skateboard. Benny Bunny the rabbit jumped rope. Fiona Fox, the fox, painted a picture of everyone together. And Professor Bluing the bird flew a bright red kite high into the sky. The magical door appeared. Leo, Emma, and Momo. The cat waved goodbye to their friends. Back in their own garden, Leo and Emma talked about their hobbies with their parents in English. Emma said, "I always draw after school, and I sometimes dance in the evening." Leo said, "I like playing football, and I never forget to read a book before bed." Their parents smiled. "You're becoming wonderful English speakers. Thank you for learning with us at English for Beginners. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories and English lessons." In our next and final story, Leo and Emma will learn how to talk about feelings, emotions, and friendship in English. See you next time. Story 6, Sharing Feelings, Emotions, Friendship, and Kindness. Welcome back to English for Beginners. This is our final adventure with Leo, Emma, and their wonderful animal friends. If you love these stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English adventures, words, and fun. Are you ready to learn about feelings, emotions, and the language of friendship? Let's go! Leo and Emma woke up on a gentle, sunny morning. The Golden Key and their word adventure books were beside their beds. They ate breakfast quickly, then hurried to the garden. Momo the cat followed, purring and brushing against Emma's leg. The magical door was brighter than ever, decorated with pictures of hearts, smiling faces, and friends hugging. Leo turned the key, and Emma, and Momo the cat stepped through one last time. This time, the world of words felt peaceful and happy. Flowers bloomed everywhere, birds sang, and a warm breeze carried laughter. Professor Bluenderbird was waiting with a big, friendly smile. "Welcome, Leo and Emma. Today, you will learn how to talk about your feelings and how to be a good friend." Benny Bunny the rabbit bounced over, carrying a set of colorful cards. Each card had a feeling and a face. Happy, sad, angry, excited, tired, scared, surprised, bored, nervous, proud. Emma looked at the happy card and smiled. "Today, I feel happy." Leo chose excited. "I feel excited because I love learning new things." Fiona Fox, the fox, showed a proud card. "I feel proud when I help my friends." Max the dog came running. "Sometimes I feel scared during thunderstorms, but I feel safe when I am with my family." Tom the squirrel joined in. "I get nervous before trying new things, but I feel brave when my friends cheer for me." Professor Bluing the bird explained, "You can say, 'I feel,' or 'I am.' For example, 'I am happy. I feel tired. I am sad. I feel excited." He continued, "If you want to know how someone feels, you can ask, 'How are you? How do you feel? Are you okay?'" Just then, Emma heard quiet sobbing near a tree. She walked over and found Lily the duck, looking sad. Emma sat down beside her. "Are you okay, Lily the duck?" Lily the duck shook her head. "I lost my favorite hat, and now I feel sad." Leo and all the friends joined her. Fiona Fox, the fox, said, "It's okay to feel sad. We are here for you." Benny Bunny the rabbit hopped in circles. Don't worry, Lily the duck. We will help you. Professor Bluing the bird said, when someone feels sad, it's kind to say, I'm here for you. Don't worry. We are your friends. Can I help you? Max the dog sniffed around and soon found Lily the duck's hat under a bush. He brought it back, barking happily. Look, I found your hat, Lily. The duck's face lit up with joy. Thank you, Max the dog. Now I feel happy again. I have the best friends. Emma smiled. When friends help each other, everyone feels better. The group hugged Lily the duck, and Tom the squirrel said, this is what friendship means, helping, listening, and being kind. Professor Bluing the bird gathered everyone for a friendship circle. He said, let's practice more sentences. I am happy because I have friends. I feel proud when I do my best. Sometimes I am tired, but I always try. When I am nervous, I talk to my family. When I am excited, I smile and laugh. Fiona Fox, the fox added, and always remember to ask your friends how they feel. Before the magical door appeared, Professor Bluing the bird gave Leo and Emma a golden star badge that said, friendship is the best language. Benny Bunny the rabbit gave them both a big hug. Thank you for being my friend, Benny Bunny the rabbit said. Lily the duck smiled. Thank you for helping me today. Max the dog wagged his tail. We are a great team. Tom the squirrel spun with excitement. Let's always help each other. Leo and Emma waved goodbye to all their friends. They felt warm and proud inside. Back in their garden, Emma hugged Momo the cat. I feel happy and thankful for all my friends, Leo added, and I feel ready to make new friends and learn even more English. Their parents listened as Leo and Emma told the whole story in English, sharing how they helped Lily the duck and learned to talk about feelings. Their mom hugged them both. I am so proud of you. Thank you for learning with us at English for Beginners. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories, English words, and fun adventures. Remember, every word is a key to a new world, and every friend makes the journey better. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and see you soon in the next adventure. The end of this series, but the beginning of many more.